States. 7 News is your local election headquarters. And of course, today is primary election day in the Buckeye State. Polls are open for just a few more hours for the voters to cast their ballots. Now, there are plenty of statewide and local races that we are following for you tonight, but voters may notice that they can't vote in all of Ohio's races. As we've been reporting for several weeks, there are still delays in the state's redistricting process. So the races for Ohio Senator, Ohio Representative to the House, and members of the State Central Committee will not appear on those ballots. Those races will be decided in a later election. But remember, the polls do close tonight at 7:30. Our 7 News team will be closely monitoring all the results for you tonight as they come in, including some tightly contested primaries for the U.S. Senate nomination on both the Republican and Democratic sides. 7 News anchor Steve Moore joins us live now in the newsroom with everything that voters need to know. Steve.
Catherine, let's begin with the race for Ohio's open U.S. Senate seat. This particular primary reportedly set a state record, with candidates spending $66 million. 7 Republicans and 3 Democrats are running to replace retiring Senator Rob Portman. Now, on the Republican side, J.D. Vance has been endorsed by former President Donald Trump, and post-endorsement appears to be the current frontrunner. But keep in mind, this is a close race. Former State Treasurer Josh Mandel is also there, as is investment banker Mike Gibbons. They're the other 2 Republican frontrunners. Current State Senator Matt Dolan is also running for the Republican nomination, and other Republican candidates include former Ohio Republican Party Chair Jane Timken and businessman Mark Pakita and Neil Patel. Now, over on the Democratic side running for the nomination are 3 candidates. They're Congressman Tim Ryan, attorney Morgan Harper, and tech executive Tracy Johnson. And remember that after the polls close tonight, you can stay with 7 News and WTRF.com for the results as they come in. Live in the 7 Newsroom, I'm Steve Moore, working for you.
Steve, thanks. As we mentioned, voters are also casting their votes in the primary election in the governor's race. Here's a look at those candidates. Incumbent Governor Mike DeWine is running for re-election. He has 3 Republican challengers, including former Congressman Jim Renacci, farmer and businessman Joe Blystone, and former State Representative Ron Hood. And the winner of that Republican primary for governor will face off against one of 2 candidates running on the Democratic ticket. They include former mayor of Cincinnati, John Cranley, and former mayor of Dayton, Nan Whaley. Ohio's Secretary of State is also on voters' ballots today. Chelsea Clark is the only Democrat running in that election, but in the Republican race, it's contested between incumbent Secretary of State Frank LaRose and challenger John Adams. Now let's go to a few local